Good morning, gang. Happy Monday. Back to the grind. So, I want to start real quick this morning with another member of the family volunteering to help everybody out. I got an email from Eric, who lives relatively near me, has a farm, and he has about 200 pounds of seed potatoes, either Tom Thumb or Russian peanut potatoes that he wants to share with the community. Now, if you know what fingerling potatoes are, these are the small ones that get to about 3 or 4 inches long and about an inch around. They're great potatoes for slicing up, dehydrating, and putting away as scallop potatoes or mashing them, obviously. Cutting them up and frying them, making home fries or something like that. They're not the big baked potato sized potatoes or anything like that, but very good potatoes. But he's got about 200 pounds that he wanted to share with everybody, and because he's just got more left over from last year's harvest than he can do it. So he got with me last night about sharing these, and so talked to him real quick. What he wants to do is give these potatoes to anybody that wants them, and what he asked is if everybody pay the postage and he just ship the potatoes. Okay, so as he said to me yesterday, the $10 UPS box, whatever, or not UPS, post office box, whatever you can get in there. Send him $10 and an address via PayPal, and he will send you a bunch of potatoes. Okay, so again, trying to help share with the community. And I don't blame him for asking for postage here because potatoes are heavy. So go for that. I will link his PayPal account below in the description if you're interested. Again, he said he's got about 200 pounds, so it's going to be first come, first served. And the only thing I would ask, and obviously he would ask, when you send him the $10 in the notes section of PayPal, make sure to put your name, your mailing address, and everything like that so he knows where to send them. So, all right. So that was that piece of community help and the fellowship that we all share. But I want to give you a good one this morning. When you don't have backups, I had a minor SHTF happen to me as I woke up this morning. Like most people, I start my day with the 3 S's. Okay, and if you're ex-military, you know what those are. No, I don't do the third one, obviously, because we got this part. But so I turn on the shower. No hot water. Uh-oh. Go turn on the sink. No hot water. Interesting. Now, yesterday when I turned on the shower, it was strange because the shower was extremely hot, and I had to turn it down to a lower temperature with the nozzle than it normally is at. This morning, nothing. So I don't know if I burned an element in my hot water heater or whatever. Okay, so obviously that's going to be something to fix today. Already did the simple ones of checking the breaker and everything like that. That's all fine. But, I could need a new hot water heater. Who knows? I mean, the house is, 12 years old already or something, and we weren't in it for the first 9 years, so I don't know what was done. Hard water here, that could have something to do with it. Who knows? But it brings up a point of when you don't have backups to something, what do you do? Now, it's a minor inconvenience for me to not be able to take a hot shower in the morning. Could I take a cold shower? Sure. Okay. Do I want to? No. But that kind of brings up a couple of points. Prepping for SHTF is not trying to maintain the creature comforts and everything that you have, okay? It's not going to be every light in the house on. It's not going to be necessarily on-demand hot water. It's not going to be keeping the house at 68 degrees or whatever you keep the heat on or air conditioning at or whatever would be. Prepping for SHTF is making it to the next day. All right. You're not going to be eating, chances are, okay, filet mignon or something like that. It's like, oh, this is food. Okay. Your dinner may be a bowl of oatmeal or something, and you're happy just to have food. That's prepping. Okay. It's not trying to maintain the same level of comfort that we have now, but it is trying to maintain some level of comfort, because obviously if you're not comfortable, you're pretty bitchy. All right. At least I know I am. But the thing with the hot water is more than just the convenience. Okay. Because sure, I could go out and start a fire and boil a pot of water and try to fill a bathtub or something like that. And that may be what it comes down to. But you think of what you need hot water for. Need, not want. Okay. I want a hot shower. I don't need one. I could go jump in a lake if I want with a bar of soap. But need hot water. You need hot water for any sort of medical issue. Okay. Washing hands, sterilizing stuff, things like that. You pretty much need hot water to clean. Okay, you have to kill whatever's in there. I mean, we all know hot water is better for dissolving grease on a pan or something like that. Sure, okay, but a little bit of elbow grease and some Dawn soap or whatever it is, and you can still get rid of the grease. But cleaning pans, cleaning clothes, medical need for hot water. My hot water heater not working. I won't say it's bad or whatever it is. I just don't have hot water. And we'll figure that out sometime today. It's not critical now because, all right, I don't have the plumbing skills. And if I have to replace a hot water heater, that's not super difficult. Okay. But what do you do if it is Teowaki? All right, that there is no Home Depot to get a heating element, or to get a hot water heater altogether. What do you do? This is something that you can't really have a backup for. So, coming up with some sort of solution for those other things. Like I said, a pot of hot water over a fire is great, but if you've got somebody laying on the kitchen table with a bullet wound, you can't be really going, gee, you know what? Let me go start a fire, gather some water, and boil it up. I should be back in, maybe an hour. Guy's going, great. While you're at it, dig the hole for me in the backyard because I ain't going to be around. Something that came up today for me that I thought I would share. What are your backup plans for hot water? Interesting thought. Gives me something new to think about now, too. Have a good one. Pinball out.